Welcome all you PewDiePie members that have come over from the PewDiePie channel. Thank you. We're sorry that we're going to wreck his live stream. He only has about 100,000 people watching.
Oh.
So, you know, no big trick. No big trick. What's up, everyone in the chat? Let me say hi to everyone, and then I'll introduce my guests as we are live on Park Hoppin', which we try to do every Saturday at 3 o'clock. This is our own little podcast. Now that Gaming with Geeks is, I think they're done.
Yeah, they're done.
So Jedi Padawan is here. Tina is here. My man Sub is here. Angela Draven is here. Yaderhe, is that how you say that? Yaderhe? Sub's just been all over the place, man.
Sub is everywhere today. I don't even know.
Doug is here.
Hi, Doug.
Hello, Doug. Adam is here. Everyone's saying hi. Look how friendly everyone here. This is like the friendly Geeks and Gamers channel.
It's true.
It's like the friendly. My hat is here. Where is my hat? My hat is here.
Hello, Fedora.
I got you, buddy. I got you. I got you.
You look so fly.
What?
I said you look so fly. I need to pick up something like that. I got to cover this dome.
It's like Belloc.
Yeah.
Kind of. I don't look good in the Indiana Jones hat, man.
That's fake news.
It's like a little. I guess it depends on what shirt I wear. We'll see.
It's fine.
It's more me, like it's the Miami style. So, look at that! Like your avatar, Trey.
That is a great photo, Trey.
Nice pic, yeah.
Dark Shadow is here, saying hey, Tugs. Runner Studios here. Alex is here. 2 Alexes back to back. My man is here. Nice glasses. There's someone named Lois here. Undead Studios. And let's see. Yeah, hello everybody. Welcome to Park Hoppin'. Welcome to Park Hoppin'. I'm Jay. You guys know me as Jay. I have some special guests here. If for those that are on my Twitch channel and you ever see me playing with someone named Lee Christmas, he is next to me. So there he is. So now you know who he is. That's his Twitter handle on the little thingy here. And of course, we're also joined by the co-host, or probably the star of the show, I think, which is Tugs. She's here. We help Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers run this Park Hopping channel. So I'm glad that you guys are here. If you don't mind hitting the like button, please.
Yes.
And just hanging out. Just hang out with us. We're going to go through some Disney Springs because finally, after all this time, when did the parks close? What
15th.
was the last day?
March 15th.
March.
Mm-hmm.
It was March.
Yeah.
March 15th. I hit the fast pass button. Sorry. That's what we say
Oh,
here.
that's right. Sorry, Alex. The fast pass.
Oh, look at that. My wife and I met working for the mouse. We missed our second home in Universal.
Those are my favorite stories. I love those stories. Were you guys characters? What did you guys do?
That's cool. I don't mind. I don't mind. Hit that fast pass button. So, very, very cool. Very cool. Yes. So it closed in March. Has been at March. We've been through all April. And now we're coming up on May 15th in a few days. So it's been like 2 months.
2 months without parks.
We may go through the whole month of May without them, too.
Kind of. Because the rumor is that Legoland nearby could be opening on a limited basis, but they haven't released anything yet. But I know 2 people that work there, and they just said they might do an unannounced opening. So,
oh wow, I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
That's a smart idea. That way nobody.
I had to get a text message from. See, you'll not get that anywhere else. I got all the people here. I got them on my cell phone. They text me. They text me all the time, and pretty soon I'll be able to have them on this channel. I'm working that out to have all the little insiders with all the. You'll see them like this, like incognito, and they might have their voice sound like this, but you know, Legoland is going through a construction, something like that. But that we're working on that real soon. I got to make sure I can hide their identity because they want to release some dirt, man. Some juicy dirt. Did you guys know there's like theme park wars out there? Like there's just like these people are like savage, man. Universal, they want to get the scoop on Disney.
Yeah.
And then Disney's like, no, I'm still the king, right? And then it's just like back and forth. And it's like, no, but we're coming up. You know, Disney was like, Galaxy's Edge is gonna rule. It's gonna rule our theme parks. And then Universal's like, I got Nintendo Land coming. So it's just like back and forth and back and forth and back.
So, all right. So I have a question. You got my interest now. So the Legoland, did they offer any details? Anything you could share, or other than they might do a secret opening?
May 20th. Look for an email, possibly around May 20th. That'll say, "Hey, we're open."
All right.
We're open to locals. We're open to locals. So it's possible. They might not like they just might throw it out there and say, if you're by, we're open today. They were also thinking about doing a fireworks spectacular kickoff when they reopen and opening their water park sooner. Again, rumor, speculation, people. Please don't take this as facts. So, you know, that's all I'm saying. Rumor, speculation. Please don't take this as facts. I think that would be kind of cool if Legoland says, hey, we're going to open up to the fireworks, because if you've never seen the Legoland fireworks, they can't compete with Disney. They know this. But I get to see the Legoland fireworks almost every weekend when they were going. It's right here. That's how close I live. And they can't compete. But what they do is, did you ever see the fireworks there, Mr. Lee?
No, never did.
So the Legoland fireworks, they give you a pair of special 3D glasses, and you put them on. And when you see the fireworks, it looks like giant Legos are falling on you.
Oh, wow.
The coolest thing I've ever seen. I don't know how they do it, but you're kind of like the first 30 minutes, you're like, what the freak is going on? And the Legoland over here is they have a giant flower garden that could take. Did you ever go through the garden? Yeah, we did that. Yeah, the Cypress Garden thing. Yeah. It could take an hour. You don't want to do that on a hot day, but you know. Boom. Lethal Lightning is here.
Hi, Lethal.
I will conquer any park of your choice and give it to you if it'll bring a smile to your face.
I mean, Epcot would be nice.
There it is. Never been to Legoland. Legoland is kind of like the C+ version of the other theme parks. I don't think it's terrible, but you know, if you're traveling from far away,
it's geared more for the younger crowd. But they have a few really cool rides. I know there's one, if you like water rides, they've got the ultimate water ride at Legoland. You will get drenched.
Yeah, that's true. But the thing that I like is that they're geared like, you know, Uncle Jay can ride with little nephew, you know, who's 2 years old in the same ride. So they set it up that way, which is kind of nice. So
good.
So I like that aspect. I also like the aspect that if you go single rider, they're not going to put you with some weird kid you don't know. So
they actually make you a single rider. That's nice. That's
yeah.
good.
They're not going to be like single rider, little Billy. You can ride with that guy over there. You don't know. You sit next to him.
That is annoying with Universal and Disney. It's like, I'm by myself. I don't want to sit next to this guy. Please don't put me next to this weirdo. Little stop.
Man,
I
lethal.
want them hats like Uncle
Starting
Jay.
up a storm.
My hat. I got this hat in Disney Springs. Speaking of which, were you with me when I bought this?
Probably. I don't. Okay.
Really? There's a hat shop in Disney Springs.
When am I not with you? I'm always like with you.
What is the hat shop name?
Oh,
Yeah, here we are. Theme Parks Channel. We don't know. There you go. So,
put me on the spot, man.
look at that. It's the brother. Holy crap. How do you know that? How do you know that's not my cousin?
Yeah, who
Spell
said
back?
that?
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, fell back.
So, but yeah, so Disney Springs is going to open on May 20th. And before we have a discussion,
The store is called Chapel Hats, by the way.
Chapel Hats. There it is.
That's still there.
So I went there. I still have all my hair, people. I'm just so you know. I went
What are you
there.
trying to say? I mean,
and-
my first time I'm on the show, you got to make a ball joke. Come
no,
on.
I'm saying like,
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
so what I'm saying. Because I watch your videos, fool. All right, that makes sense. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, he is in some of the videos. That's right. The store will rename to whatever Tug's wishes. 50 people here. Thank you so much. What was our record? I think our record's like 80. That's because Jeremy was on and he was cursing, but so we'll see.
Showing funny videos.
Went to Chapel Hats, and then the only thing is that they let you try on all the hats. You never know if you're gonna get that lice.
Or the COVID.
I put this one on and I was wearing like a black shirt. I was like, damn, it looks nice. So it was on sale, it was half off, so I picked it up. Never looked back.
Why?
The only problem is when I go to theme parks and you can't wear a hat, like I'm afraid like it's gonna get like stepped on.
Exactly. What do you do with it when you got to get on that coaster? That's
So far I've just held it like this, and the wind just keeps it on, but
oh my.
It's not a bad.
Put your hands up in the air.
You can't wear the hat.
Not how that is. So, yes, thank you, Alex. Smash that fast pass button. So let's look at this article here. Let me share the screen real quick with everyone. Disney Springs, also known as Downtown Disney, also known as what was it before? Treasure Island.
Pleasure Island.
Pleasure Island.
Pleasure.
Also known as California Adventure.
No.
What? No.
Okay.
No.
All right, sorry. Wow, dude. Listen, honestly.
Hold on. Can you just read that headline, please? Just go back, read the headline.
Disney Springs to reopen in phases beginning May 20th.
Can we get a slow clap?
Yeah. Florida is reopening while other states are like, we're closed for like June, July. So I was like, wow, sorry. Honestly, I will say this much. I have never seen this on this opening picture in my life. Like no cars. That's crazy.
Yeah.
What's that guy on? Is he on like a go-kart? A golf
That's
cart?
a police officer, security guard on a truck.
On his little scooter.
Segway?
Mm-hmm.
He's cleaning. That's a cleaning thing.
Good night, people. I can't type to you. The chat's not working on the live stream. So
what?
On the actual live stream, I'm trying to like respond to people, and it's not. Anyway, continue. YouTube.
On like YouTube?
Uh-huh. They're coming in on here, but I can't get them on my end. I can't get them to load, so I can't
on the YouTube channel itself. Huh?
But I see you.
Anyway, normally right here, if you're ever in Orlando and you go to Disney Springs, when you get to this sign right here, there's usually about 10 million cars. Half of them are from Canada, and we don't like those people. So please stay in Canada. I'm just kidding. But it says here, Walt Disney World will begin its much anticipating reopening on May 20th, which is only 10 days away, with a phased opening of Disney Springs in retail, restaurant, entertainment complex. The company announced late Thursday the resort, including its theme parks, have been shut down since mid-March due to the pandemic that we cannot mention on YouTube for some reason. Disney Springs will begin to reopen in a way that incorporates enhanced safety measures. So They will, let's see, they'll have increased cleaning procedures, which I think is great because when you have something that's open almost 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for years, it's pretty nice that they got like a big deep clean through everything. The use of appropriate face covering by both cast members and guests, limited contact guest services, and additional safety training for cast members. I bet they'll have a lot of like hand sanitizer stations.
Yeah.
Says Matt Simmon. So I wonder if they're opening in like stagnant places. Like, okay, this restaurant gets to open first. This restaurant gets to open first.
What it is it's the third parties that are opening. None of Disney's owned stuff is going to be opening May 20th. It's only the third party restaurants. So your STK, Planet Hollywood, Wine Bar George. I think the Homecoming, the Homecoming place, the fried chicken Homecoming place, they've announced they are not opening, but they are a third party. They will not be opening. But so any of the Disney owned restaurants, Jock Lindsay's, all those ones are not opening either as of right now. Anyway, which is about.
Does being here count as channel views? Yes, it counts as watch time. We're about 1,000 hours away from our monetization goal here. So, and once we hit that monetization goal, we have so many surprises for our subscribers, such as Park Hoppin t-shirts giveaway. Eventually we want to get to the place where we can pay one of you guys, not pay, but like sponsor one of you guys to come out to a theme park and hang out with us for a day. All those things like that. So, you know, it's going to be fun. So if you get a chance, if you're new here, or if you've been around, go back and watch some of the old stuff and help us out here. That'd be great. Anyway, are the shops open there, Tugs?
They can. I haven't seen any announcements, but third-party shops are okay to open as well. But I haven't seen anybody come out and say, yes, we're opening. So I don't know yet.
Really, Ryan's here just to say he's excited for my video game online stream. Thank you. Wow, really? I was on the channel. What the heck?
Rude.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you know of any shops that are going to be open?
I don't know any. I haven't heard anything about shops. I did hear. I have a contact. It's just rumors that other places other food services will open up, but it'll only be for like takeout. Like you may be able to go in.
How do you park with that? You think you'd park in the parking garage?
I'm curious about that too, because they want to keep distance from people. So is it gonna be like every other space? Are they gonna block spaces off? Are they gonna monitor that? Are they gonna have cast members in there regulating the parking?
I imagine at least for now, you'll have to have a reservation. That would be the easiest way to do it.
So, okay, so I got to ask y'all a question. Since we have to wear face masks and they actually sell this at the park, do you think, and I want to know everyone in the chat, do you think this would be okay to wear as a face mask at Disney Springs?
I mean,
what do you think?
Does it have a filter?
I mean, if I sneeze in here, it would be a terrible thing.
Ooh. I don't think why not. Can you wear it to the park on a normal day? Or
so when it's time to eat, I can take that off and just...
I have one you can wear that didn't cost nearly as much.
Oh my gosh. I don't think they'll let you wear that. I just...
What are they going to say to Iron Man who's walking around in the park? Are they going to say, you can't be here? I'll just put this back on and say, my face is covered.
Yeah, but they can't see you.
Now it's time to eat. I can see. I can see fine.
Not you.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, you can try.
Wouldn't this be a perfect wouldn't this be a perfect face mask though? Like to walk around?
I don't know. I'm kind of thinking about taking Anna's idea and getting an alien hugger, the face hugger.
And then just put it back.
That would be cool.
I would like a soda, please. Please don't cough on me or sneeze in my general direction.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I am going to eat lunch now. How are you going to do with this? Just like that.
Please try it. I think you should at least try.
The problem is if they say no, then I'm like stuck holding it everywhere I go.
It's Disney Springs. I think test it with Disney Springs first, and that way it's not as bad.
They just released a Darth Vader one that's pretty cool. So I saw that one too. But yeah, I mean, other than that, it's like the problem is like with these I went to the mall yesterday because the malls are open. There's only a few things that there's only a few stores open, but all like the food bank and stuff are open. Not the food bank, the food court, excuse me. But seriously though, when I pull up, the guy was like, are you gonna rob this place? Or, I'm like, no, it's my face mask. I don't want to wear anything else.
Isn't that crazy?
So he was making a joke, of course.
Sure.
But can you imagine everybody walking around like, how are you doing?
That's the thing about these face masks too, which is going to be interesting, is at some point, somebody somewhere is going to rob you. It's just going to happen.
Well, that's a terrible thing to say.
I mean, do they even block or filter out what they're supposed to be filtering out?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just
no, not that. Yeah.
In some cases, people are wearing cut up socks. I mean,
yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I saw that. You cut the heel off and then
yeah. And then wrap it around you.
Pretty
remember the last day
I'm wearing my old sock on my face. I'm sorry.
The last day I was at Magic Kingdom before it closed. There was people wearing masks, but they cut holes in it so they could drink through the straw. And I took pictures of it. I'm just like, what is the point? Like, what's the point? So at least my mask looks cool. That's all I'm saying. I just want to look cool. I don't want to wear the diaper rash mask. It looks like a diaper on your face. So it's just, but I mean, if they have to, they have to. The thing is when we got to the mall, there was security there. They weren't testing. And welcome. There's your mask. Look at that. Oh, you got a black one, like somebody from Mortal Kombat.
Like Kitana.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Justin?
What's going on?
Hey, what's up,
Justin?
And so what happened was we go to the mall. They had a security guard there who was just looking at everyone and then was just saying like, there are certain places you can't go without a mask. Please see the attendant at the desk. There's Justin got his on.
We should just do the stream.
While we went
Better
to
safe than sorry.
Then you go to the table and the guy was just handing them out. So I already had this on, so I took a couple for free because that way I don't have to pay for it. So that's another value in Florida. They just give them away for free.
This one's free. This one was free.
They didn't care, and
they just handed them out. You didn't just like do a five-finger discount, right?
No, they had a stack of them there. You could take up to 3.
I like my crown.
Okay.
So I was like, give me 3. Give me as many as I could take.
At least they weren't just like these that are like boring and scary.
Those are the ones they were giving away for free. I'm saying I already had them.
I took one of those because they're so much more lightweight than this, and the Florida heat with the cloth mask just sounds like a terrible experience. So I free one of those, like the chintzy. I took one of those from work.
Oh, okay.
Because I get the feeling when I'm in there in May, it's going to be hot as heck, and this cloth one is just.
Yeah. No kidding.
So if Disney Springs is the first, I guess it's going to be the test.
Mm-hmm.
And is there any place in particular that you really enjoyed at Disney? Have you ever been to Disney Springs, Justin?
I don't think I have.
Oh.
When did that open up?
About 10 days.
It used to be called Pleasure Island, and I think it was called Downtown Disney at some point as well, but I don't know what year.
Oh, yeah, I remember Downtown Disney.
Yeah, with the Hard Rock Cafe and all of them.
Yeah.
It was huge. You used to have a bunch of nightclubs.
Oh.
All those out.
Yeah, I was too young to go to those, but
that's what it was, because it was called Pleasure Island, so you got to go and get.
But then they realized, see what happened? They realized that everyone's here with their kids.
Yeah.
So calling it Pleasure Island, huh?
Yeah.
No, I mean, they got rid of a lot of the clubs.
I worked there in 2008. It was super popular. My friend, one of my coworkers, turned 21 while we were there.
Oh,
It's fun.
that must have been amazing.
Mhm. We went down to Pleasure Island and got had way too much fun. Way too much fun.
They don't let you, I don't think they let you drink that much anymore. And isn't there a minimum at Disney Springs? Does anybody know that?
A minimum drinking?
No.
I mean, you mean a maximum?
A maximum, yeah.
Minimum.
Yeah, it's like
My bad, my
you
bad.
come
I'm
to Disney
trying to-
Springs,
I'm
you
trying to
must
look-
drink at least 4 drinks until you can leave.
There's
The only thing I think what you're thinking of, there's a limit to what you can purchase. Like you can only purchase 2 drinks at a time.
at a time, yeah. But you can always come
Oh,
back and purchase 2 more drinks. Like I've seen.
Right. Right.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right, Tina. That's right. I forgot about that. Mhm.
I would give anything to go to the parks with you guys and Jeremy.
It's gonna
You don't
happen.
want to go with Jeremy. He doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
No, Jeremy's fine, but like he's the same
No, he's
kind
not.
of person. Like
No, he's
he's
not
always
fine.
on his phone. He's not listening to you.
Yeah,
You're
he's
just like,
I'm
hey,
saying. It's like boring.
no.
That would drive me crazy. Yeah.
So
You
the
mean
one
if someone's
one
on their
thing-
phone the whole time you're at a park.
I wonder who that reminds us of.
So
you can
the
go back and
one
watch
thing
a couple of
oh,
videos.
God. People. This
All
was
right,
kind
all
of
right.
the new thing that was opened was the Coca-Cola Factory, and I gotta tell you,
Oh,
very disappointed in this.
yeah, one
really?
here.
You go in and you walk all the way up to the top, especially on a hot day. It's just kind of like you could see it wraps around, and then they just have a little Coca-Cola bar outside. On the bottom, it's just a giant store with Coca-Cola shirts. So if you want to taste the different flavors of Coke, you got to go all the way up to the top at Disney Springs. So
Is it even worth it? Are there flavors that you can't even get that are like cool?
I don't know. I've never been there.
a couple of them taste nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I
it?
didn't really. Yeah, exactly, Steph. Some of those Coke drinks are disgusting. They
They
are.
are.
They decided to like mix stuff up that people would try, like a lemon, vanilla, fruity flavor, and you're just kind of like, no, it's not necessary.
It's like
Lemon vanilla?
that drinking station they had at Epcot where you could sample all the different drinks from the different countries. Ugh.
Yeah.
Orange Coke was not good.
No,
Yes.
I remember Orange Coke.
See, if you want an orange drink, you might as well just get
Fanta.
Orange Crush. You know,
Fanta.
like,
You wanna Fanta?
the chats
Those
are
are my
broken. I see. I'm sorry.
Guys,
My
broken.
favorite-
I'm sorry, guys.
What's wrong with the chat?
Tug, what is this? Tugs check drunk mods chat. Oh.
Copy that.
Anyway, but yeah, so like that's one of the things there. There was some new restaurants that were open. I think the newest one was which one was the newest one that was open there? Does anybody know? I know like they had Planet Hollywood, which I don't like at all. I think their food there is very greasy. So I don't really eat there. I like Enzo's Hideaway. It's very good.
And Maria and Enzo's Hideaway are top notch. I also love the Edison. It's a little bit on the higher. It's not high price, but it's a little bit on the higher end. They have the bacon. Oh, it's so good.
The Edison has the bacon strips.
Mm-hmm.
Is that
Yeah.
right?
Yes. It's
Now, I
so
don't know
good.
On the little clothesline.
Yeah. It's
On
on
the clothesline.
right. It's on a giant clothesline. They have these big long strips of bacon and some dipping sauce. That thing's like, I thought it was like $20 for that.
It's a
Yeah.
little pricey. It's a little
It's
pricey.
so worth it. I don't even care.
You
They
make
were
me
not
so
opening.
hungry right now.
The
They
other
have not
place,
announced their opening. I think they're owned by Disney though. So
now the other place that I really love is the one that they modeled after the Miami airport. I like that one too. I think we were there one
What?
time, Lee, and somebody was playing the violin.
Yes. And then Maria and Enzo's?
I can't remember the name. They had this guy playing the violin, and he would he was playing theme songs, and he was really like beyond, like he shouldn't be playing there. That's what I thought. Like he's too good to be here. So it was like we brought him over and we're like, if you can play this song, we'll give you this, like, I don't know, $10. And he's like, the song goes like this, and then he just plays it. Oh my gosh, it was perfect.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
He just like rolled his eyes and was like, oh yeah, and he just did it, like all the theme songs you could think of. It was great. Didn't he do 007?
Yeah, on the violin, the James
It
Bond.
was so good. We were just like, it was blown away. So like those are some of my favorite places. On the not so pricey end, you have Splitsville, where you could go, that has burgers, pizzas. That's where me, Lee, Jesse, and Jeremy went to eat when he visited Disney Springs. And if you want to bowl, you can get personal bowling alleys around your dinner table. So like you eat dinner and there's a bowling alley.
It's double. It's 2 levels too. So you go up an escalator to the bowling alleys up at the top, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, so you take your parties, and it's like all your dinner, and then you have your own personal bowling alley. You're not like sharing it with other people.
No, you don't have to worry about bowling at once and just getting all thrown off.
You just take care, and then like you sit and eat your food, and you go back and play.
Mm-hmm.
So oh, look at Stephanie, look at that. But so like those are some of the cool places. I used to like Bongos.
Oh, Bongos was fun.
But that's not there anymore.
That closed up. They still have Paradiso 37.
Yeah, that's still there.
Paradiso 37 is a place where you can get handmade mojitos with a girl that
Table.
They always look like the most beautiful woman of all time, like Miss Venezuela or whoever.
Yeah.
They would come and make handmade mojitos at your table.
Where's this place again?
Disney Springs.
Paradiso
37.
Oh, I've heard of that.
That's the only reason. Like the food there is like it's good, but I mean,
Mojitos are really good.
the mojitos are what you go there for. I mean, it's just like she comes out in a nice tray in a tray, and she's got like 6 or 7 that she can make. You just pick one, and she just does it right in front of you.
That's so cool.
Yeah, Paradiso 37 is awesome.
They're fantastic. And then halfway through, like a lot of these places, halfway through, you get a song and dance, which brings me to the next question is, a lot of people go to these restaurants because of entertainment factor too, like Reds, Paradiso has that. Bongos used to have that. They used to have dancers. They actually had dancers that would take people who wanted to do a giant Congo line around the entire restaurant, which was a lot of fun for a lot of people, a lot of children and everything like that. So I'm assuming that will not happen.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah, that will not happen either. So I don't understand how that will. I don't know if that will not lure people in, or however. They also have the world famous Hangar Bar, the Indiana Jones bar.
Jock Lindsay's.
Yeah,
Favorite. That's one of my favorites. That is not reopening because it's Disney owned. So.
Aw.
Thank you.
Man, I'm really bummed out I didn't go there when I was of age.
Yeah. I mean,
it seemed like a lot of fun.
All the drinks there they're all a little pricey.
That's probably like what, $14 for a drink. Like it's the same. It's like going to California, so it's no difference.
Or Vegas is that way too.
Vegas, you can get around that. All you have to do is like sit at a slot machine and press once.
But your slot machines, when you're sitting at the slot machine, like it's basic drink. Like you can't get a mojito, you can't get fancy drinks doing that. It's like rum and Coke or orange juice or beer, or wine, like it's flat. You wanted a mojito, that'll be $15, sir.
Just for,
like it's not. It's just your basic well drinks.
I'll take the well drinks for $1. That's
we need
fine.
to talk about the best food item at Disney Springs, the holiday turkey sandwich at the Earl of Sandwich.
Yes.
Agreed.
Oh.
I don't think I've had that.
Really? What? It's world famous, man. Like that sandwich is like world famous.
It's the best. It's so good.
Was that there before it was called Disney Springs?
Thanks, Raging Rhino. Thank you.
Yeah, Earl of Sandwich, yeah. Earl of Sandwich is good.
That sounds familiar.
It's
I might have
good.
had it.
Thing is, you can go into the hangar bar and feel like Indiana Jones for the day.
It's awesome, and
Yeah,
they have
a lot of artifacts around the establishment. You can even they have outside seating. There's that
Which
they have
actually,
a boat.
I like now, the outside seating.
I love outdoor seating. I always try an outdoor seat when I can, if it's not like miserable.
There's some days where I'm like, it's about to rain, Mom. Why do you want to have all of us sit outside? This is ridiculous.
To be fair,
Or it's windy and all
there.
your napkins go flying to the next table.
We usually like going there at night, and
oh, there she is. Look at her. Oh, I miss it. Open back up, please.
Yeah.
And they
so
just
I don't know who Lindsay is.
The diving bell is still there in the back
Who?
corner.
What?
The diving bell. The diving bell is still there in the back corner.
I miss it so much.
If you don't know who Jacques Lindsay is, he is the pilot of the airplane featured in Raiders of the Lost Ark, who has the pet snake Reggie.
Mhm.
And so this bar is modeled after, or he's apparently the owner of the bar, and his good friend is Indiana Jones.
Yes.
So
There's all kinds of hidden, like if you're an Indiana Jones fan, there's all kinds of hidden little messages. And if you're not, they got really good drinks and really good snacks, foods.
So one of the last times I was there, they offered this like charcuterie board, and it's like their famous giant pretzel that's laid out on the block of wood, and then they fill all the different areas of the pretzel with other stuff to pick at. It's absolutely amazing.
Oh, look at that. Oh, I miss you, Jacques Lindsay. Please open back up. You have
the crazy thing is, inside this tunnel, when you sit, it's like it sounds funny.
It's the diving bell.
I know, it sounds funny inside.
But it's supposed to like, it's the feel of inside an airplane hangar. So there's like airplane propellers. The napkins they give you are like grease rags.
And then outside is a radio transmitter where Jacques is trying to reach somebody about every 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
Who's he trying to reach?
I don't know.
Whoever's
Is anybody there? Is like anybody, and then like you could walk over to the handheld radio and he doesn't talk back.
You can try.
There's a boat that is seated right next to the bar that you could sit on.
Yep.
Well,
it's so cool. They could totally open if Disney decides to do it. They could open. Paddlefish could open. Boathouse could open.
Oh yeah, Boathouse. That's a good spot.
Boathouse is so good. There was
what they've done now is they put in all these couches and chairs and comfy places all on the outside, and they put in a mini bar right here with the same type of drinks you can get inside.
Yep.
Wow. So if you're like waiting to get in, you could have a cocktail outside.
Yeah. Well, that's the best part about Disney Springs is those little kiosks and any of these bars. Like you can walk in here, sit down for a few minutes, catch up, whatever, and then get your drink, and they'll put it in a plastic cup for you, and you can mosey on out and take your drink.
It is the perfect place for a Raiders of the Lost Ark fan or Indiana Jones fan, because all the drinks, even the foods are all themed, named after different parts of the Indiana Jones franchise.
Yep. Tina, I love Raglan Road as well. That's my top 3.
So in that bar, do they stick with mostly just the trilogy, or do they have like Crystal Skull stuff sprinkled in there?
Trilogy.
I haven't seen
anything Crystal Skull in it. So unless they do an update while it's closed.
Not like I'd be disappointed, but I mean, if you're gonna do it, embrace all of it.
Yeah. I think that's the only themed one. Well, Disney themed. I mean, Raglan Road is an Irish pub, but that's not really a theme. I think that's the only themed bar.
Chris said it all depends on what you want. Like if you go to the Irish pub, it's called Reds, right? They
Raglan Road.
Yeah, sorry. So many I can't keep up. They that's a very loud place.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't want to like if you're with a bunch of people you don't want to talk to, you go there.
Perfect place.
Now there's a Mexican place that they kind of opened on the water where I was there on the last day Disney Springs was open, and I sat on the water, and the food was fantastic. And they had a 2-for-1 beer special, which was I got 12, and so it was pretty.
So if I can add to that, it's also depending on what kind of theme you're looking for. If you're looking like they've got Rainforest Cafe, there's the Rainforest bar there. They have was it T-Rex? They have a bar in there. The Jocks, obviously, we talked about the Edison. Everything is like old time Depression era type stuff. So there's a lot to choose from.
The Edison, actually, that's the one that they have a performing stage on the bottom.
Yeah, they do have live entertainment.
And so everything is around, the 30s?
Yeah, like the 1930s.
1930s. So the entertainment is based around the 1930s too. And when there's not entertaining, they're showing like old films like Laurel and Hardy and
music in there, like Sinatra and Dean Martin and all those guys. And I love it personally.
Is it supposed to be like a speakeasy, or is it not quite going that far?
No, I mean it's that kind of a theme, but it's not hidden. It's not a hidden speakeasy, it's that kind of a theme.
It has the feel, but the speakeasy. If you're looking for a speakeasy, you got to go to Enzo's Hideaway.
Mm-hmm.
Now
that's the speakeasy at Springs. There's another theme bar, Enzo's Hideaway.
The place we were just talking about, Edison, they have a grilled cheese sandwich to die for. My gosh, it is so much. So what did they do, man? One time they brought it to me, and it was like they didn't put any cheese on it. Then I sent it back.
Oops.
I sent it back, and I was like, this wasn't that good. Then they brought it back, and I was like, where's the bread?
Yeah.
Like so much cheese over, and ever since I've been
they made up for the lost cheese.
Yeah.
Every time, listen, I never, ever take food back. Like I just like, if it's a little off or whatever, it's all good. But ever since I've been back since, and I keep getting that grilled cheese, it's just been either they have my face back there saying, dude, that dude's back. Make sure you pile it on.
So good.
It's just like, it's so much like you're full.
Yeah. And it comes with the tomato soup. Does it come with tomato soup?
And welcome, pixelated Justin Proper.
Damn it. No.
Hey, no cursing on this channel. This is a curse-free live stream.
Damn it. Would it be better?
I see you.
And he's still cursing. I had to mute him.
Showback has
is it better now?
Yeah, there you go. Here's your bread sandwich.
Yeah, it's so good.
That's ridiculous.
That is bacon on the clothesline. You are set.
Yeah. So like that place was pretty good. The Rainforest Cafe, funny story. Funny story. I had some people know that I was doing some work in Cambodia. Lee knows this and a few others. And the program directors that are from Cambodia were given special visas to come to the state. They were coming to the States to speak at a couple conventions to try to raise money for what's happening over. Anyway, long story short. So they were in Orlando, and I had a day with them, and I'm like, what do you guys want to do? And they like, we'd love to go to like some place where we can see Mickey Mouse. They all they hear is Mickey Mouse. So I was like, well, I took them to Disney Springs to take them out to eat, and I'm like, where would you guys like to eat? And they really wanted to go to the Rainforest Cafe. Now, Rainforest Cafe it's not terrible, but it's not high up. It's one of the low ends there.
I've been there so many times. Every time I go.
Like all over the country.
It's one of the low ends. Would you say that, Lee? It's one of the lower end?
I mean, it's not that unique of an experience because they're all over the place.
Right. So they also have one at Animal Kingdom.
If you look at Disney, that I would not recommend the Rainforest Cafe.
Yeah, it's a theme. It's a rainforest theme. You could go if you've never been. You go in and sit down. They have animatronic animals, apes, and then halfway through, like your meal, it like the lights go off and it begins to rain, thunder and rain, and all the animals freak out in there, and they're like the apes are screaming, the elephants are screaming because the rain, So I take these people from
the thunder and lightning. You know.
They've never seen anything like what they've seen at Disney Springs. They're like, my gosh, is this real? These people have never been on an airplane. Okay, just to show you where they're at. So we're in the Rainforest Cafe. The lights go out and it starts to rain. They freaking freak out. They freak out. They start standing up and we got almost like they're about to run out of the restaurant. I'm like, it's a show. They're like, this is no show. It's not raining here. I'm like, it's a show. Oh my God. So then once they calmed down, they were like, they thought we all had a good laugh. And so then they decided they wanted to stand up and just record other people's reaction. So like other people's like tables with their camera, and they're like, do you like this? It's raining in here. Like, do you like?
They just walked up to everyone.
Walked up to strangers like it was nothing with their camera, and they were just like, "You like this? Do you like this? This is fun, right? This is fun. This is a fun place."
Imagine being one of those people, just like how uncomfortable they must be. Like, who are you?
I'm sitting there like, what are you gonna do? Let them enjoy it. Let them enjoy it. What's the worst that can happen? They'll just say, "Can you sit down?" So
yeah.
But then right next to the Rainforest Cafe is the Forever Christmas store, and then they have that candy store where they make the homemade candies and stuff. But speaking of a funny story, one of the restaurants that will be open, let me screen share it, which will be open on the I think this is one of the restaurants that's going to be open on the 20th, I believe, is Wine Bar George. This is what the inside looks like. This is definitely a little more expensive on the high end, like price.
May 31st, I will be there. May 31st. I'm so excited.
This must have been the concept art.
Yep, that's what she looks like.
Of what it looks like. So yeah, upstairs is more like you could sit in sofas. It's more relaxed, but you could still order everything off the menu. And they have one of the most. George is ranked what in the world as far as wine people?
So he's what's called a master sommelier, and there's only like 250 of them in the world.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so he's one of them.
Yeah.
So he's one of them. And so we decided we were going to try this out and go to Wine Bar George. It had not just recently opened, but it was kind of new.
What story are you telling, by the way?
Your story. I'm not going to tell it. I'm just setting it up.
I'm wondering where you're going with this.
I'm setting it up.
Broken glass one.
This is George right here. And there's a good reason why I know this. Because we went, I could even tell you where we sat.
This place is right across from Jacques Lindsay's Hangar Bar, by the way.
Yes.
So see this window right here? We sat right here.
Yep.
Because I remember looking out the window, and so me, Lee, and our friends, we sat here, and we got like a cheese plate. The cheese plate was fantastic, by the way.
The olive really
home and like all these different things. And then they brought out pairings. If you don't know what a pairing is, it's where they recommend a certain wine with a certain thing that you're about to eat. So, and they actually have like a multi-pairing. Like, did they have like multi-pairings with the cheese plate?
I think you're thinking of the dessert where they brought out a couple.
Oh yeah, it was the dessert, right? Anyway, I'm not that big of a wine drinker, but I will have it from time to time. But Lee here is a wine person, and he likes all kinds of wines. And so when he was talking to the waiter about wine, trying to act like he knew everything, which he does.
Tell a story. He tells it better.
He has extensive knowledge, more than me. He knows how to like stir.
Okay. All right, I'm jumping in because
You're not. You tell it.
I think I know what you're trying to say, but
it's like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have to look at the legs.
You gotta aerate it. All right.
You got to do it at the bottom and just
yes. All right.
scrape
So
the table. Don't be afraid to do it.
okay.
Yeah.
So here's what happened, and I remember this because it's the 4th of July, right? And we went there. And when I get talking about something, I start talking with my hands. Okay. Right. So I have a glass in my hand, and we've been there for a little bit, and I start talking with my hands. The bottom of the glass hooks the table, and I lift my hand up, and the glass did not come with it, and it fell. And in slow motion, I saw the glass with a full pour hit the ground and shatter
Oh, wait,
and just
fine.
make a mess everywhere. So I'm embarrassed. And within like 10 seconds, there's a whole crew over cleaning everything up. And
But we're right by the front, so everybody sees.
everybody saw. Everybody's
I
everywhere. I'm like, oh man, this is crazy. So crew's over to clean up. Then this gentleman comes
Later,
over.
Subhuman. Thank you for stopping by, brother. Thank you. Appreciate you, man.
I'm seeing you, man.
So this gentleman comes over. He's like, what were you drinking? I pointed it out. He comes back, replaces the whole thing, adds a little extra. And, we get talking, whatever. Turns out it was, in fact, George. George was the guy who replaced my glass. And then I'm talking to him about his place. Next thing I know, he hands me a card and he's like, next time you come, send me a text. I'll make sure you can get in. So from that point on, I am friends. I'd like to say friends with George at Wine Bar George. So
that is so cool.
That being said, man, I hope I don't mess this up. But that being said, surprise for you, Jay. We are in on May 20th.
Where?
At Wine Bar George.
Oh, you guys there for the opening?
Yeah. 6 o'clock.
That's awesome.
Dinner, Wine Bar George.
God.
Of George. So
That's awesome.
That's freaking awesome, man. What time?
6 o'clock, 6 p.m. So we'll be there to cover Disney Springs, Wine Bar George.
Early to do we'll live stream what it looks like. That's awesome, man. I was gonna be there anyway. I didn't think because last time I checked, everything is already booked.
Oh yeah, I think the 20th is booked. Everything's booked. But
yeah, exactly.
Hey, but if George says you're good.
Yeah,
that's cool, man. So you'll see it here on Park Hoppin', maybe. It doesn't matter. I'm just gonna be like, I just want to sit and enjoy it because I'm finally out of the freaking house.
Yeah.
What does he have? Does he have any Is there guidelines
No, he said come and have a good time.
Okay, so no.
No, he didn't
have a mask on.
He didn't say. No one's.
Yeah, you're gonna drink your drinks with a mask on.
No, I'm not. I'm going with this mask.
Oh, I'm so jealous. I'm so happy for you guys. That's awesome. That's great.
You're just gonna wear the Iron Man mask.
Yeah, you were late to the live stream. I was already wearing it. So
Can you get a straw through? Is there a hole in the mouth?
just take the top off and put it in that way.
Oh shit! Oh my goodness! Oh shoot, man!
Honestly,
that is awesome.
I
did not know that.
Welcome here. We're team captain. Man, I appreciate that, man. That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I figured
10 days.
That's so exciting.
I wonder where. The only thing is where are we gonna park and all that stuff is it's just so.
Parking garage.
I thought you had your spot.
I'm not going as a stormtrooper, so I'll be okay. So
only in Canada.
If we get back to Disney Springs, that's awesome. Disney Shanghai is opening tomorrow.
Monday.
Yeah, tomorrow. No, Monday. Yeah,
Monday.
The 11th.
Disney Shanghai. Before we get into this cool news, let me just show you real quick. I was there not too long ago. This is part of Disney Shanghai. This is their Marvel part inside of Disney Shanghai. You get to go to Iron Man's home, which they don't have here in America, but yeah, so that's pretty cool. When I was there over the summer, it was pretty packed. There's the castle. That's what it looks like.
Shanghai. Is that Sleeping Beauty's castle at Shanghai? Or Cinderella's castle?
I don't know because I didn't understand what they were saying. But I do know this.
Tell by looking at it.
So look, this is where you park. Let me just show you something. This is where you park, okay? And you have got to walk they don't have buses or like boats or anything like they got here. You've got to like huff it. It's almost a 40-minute walk, dude, to get to the park from where you park. It's that crazy. And then while you're walking through, you've got to go through 3 to 4 multiple security checkpoints before you get to the ticket booth. It's crazy. It is crazy. But also in this castle, they take you up to the top here and you get an awesome photo. They have photographer on the ground and like some camera somewhere where you get like a top shot and a bottom shot. And I didn't get to do that because the wait for that was 4 hours. It was our only day in the park. I was there for work. There's like some of the students that I was with that took me. Yeah, look at this big dude right here. Right in front of Disney Springs. As the family, you know, like I said, this was all for work.
Your shirt's pretty boss, though, I have to say.
The Thanos gauntlet, yeah. That's where they took us to eat. This is their version of Disney Springs. There's also my friend. He one of the people that went with me on that trip. But yeah, there's the castle right there. My hair looked terrible. I had a hat on. I wanted to take the hat off for the photo, but it was crowded. You can see everyone here has umbrellas. Everyone in the park has umbrellas for the heat, and it makes for a nightmare when you're walking around and everyone's hitting you. When you're as tall as me, the umbrella is like eye length. You know, it's like, so I just kept getting hit with umbrella. There I am. Yeah, I look so happy. They also had a whole Thor component there.
Wow.
And this was the Pirates of the Caribbean entrance. Now, the crazy thing, they were very strict on photos and pictures to the point of when I was separated from my guide, I didn't, they spoke Chinese and you heard English every now and then, but every time I had my camera out, they were just telling me at the time, I don't know what was happening. Maybe I misunderstood. They were telling me, put it away, no photos, like especially in the line or the ride. Like they were very serious on that. Now I know there's video out there of these rides on YouTube. So I don't know. I don't know what the deal was, but for whatever reason that day. So this is the entrance to the Pirates of the Caribbean. The Pirates of the Caribbean ride is unbelievable. And I had wished that if they were going to change the ride here in the States, they would turn it into this ride where you actually get to ride the Black Pearl. Johnny Depp, Jack Sparrow is trying to recapture the Black Pearl, and you got to fight through it. It's basically the movie At World's End, and you got to fight through all the other ships that were in, like Davy Jones and all that. They're all in there. It's even though it was in Chinese, the ride was fantastic. Awesome. It was absolutely fantastic. It was worth the wait.
Is that the one that's like? Is it like 3D? Is it the video?
No, man. It is straight up. You're in the same type of boat like you are in Orlando or California. Mm-hmm. But you got to put seatbelts on because the boat spins, and then it somehow it gets on some kind of roller coaster track.
Oh wow!
And then it gets so like the first part. I don't know if this is spoilers or whatever, but the two ships are fighting. You got the Black Pearl and Davy Jones, and they're fighting each other. And Barbossa's in charge of the Black Pearl, and then they're fighting. So the Davy Jones boat, like a hole blows into it. I don't know how they do it, but it's awesome. And your boat gets sucked in. It gets sucked into Davy Jones's boat. So all those little animatronic creatures are all up in your face. And, and then Jack Sparrow gets you out. And then you got to help like blow up this other boat so you can get back on the Black Pearl. It's crazy.
All right. So how would you compare it to Rise of the Resistance?
Rise of the Resistance, I rode multiple times. Just only rode once. Golly, that's a good question. It might be the same.
The way you're describing it, that live action stuff and the cars or the boat that's spinning around.
Cool, man. I don't know. It's pretty cool. You got to remember, it was all new to me. It's a brand new ride, so I was excited. Like it was so. Maybe if I rode it a few more times, I'd be like, well, it really wasn't that good. I don't know. The more I ride of the Resistance, the more I'm like, I don't know why people get off this ride and start crying. It's really weird. Like people get off Rise of the Resistance and cry. They're like, "That's the greatest thing in my life." And I'm like, "Wow, you need you need to get out more." Sorry. This is the Tron ride. This was our interpreter who wrote.
I've known people to do that on Soarin' just because of the beauty of the images, but
yeah. I'm just saying. This they're building this in Magic Kingdom right now, right?
What?
Yeah, Tron. Yeah,
Tron.
Magic Kingdom.
Is that Magic Kingdom or Epcot?
No, Magic Kingdom.
So how this ride works is you get in and they clamp in your legs.
Oh.
So they clamp in your legs. See, there's nothing here. You're just holding on. And then what is really unique is right here in the front, a big latch opens up that can hold your book bags, purse. I mean, it can hold a lot. Everything goes in there, hats, book bags, everything. And then you close it, right? So it kind of fits in this front wheel. I don't know if they're building the same type of design, but it really locks in your calf and it comes upon your thigh. Now, if you're missing a leg, mark the cyborg. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to do it differently here in the States.
I thought it was an exact copy of
That's
what.
what
I don't know until it opens, man.
That's what I heard.
Now, how is that in comparison to Hagrid's?
Tron was better.
I think Mark would be okay depending on.
Goes.
Like Tron was so much better because you literally feel like you're flying.
Mm.
And when the thing almost goes upside down, and the way they do it, like Space Mountain in the tunnels, and it's just like it's incredible, dude. And you're right. You know, we ride motorcycles, so we know. Like,
yeah,
it's got that motorcycle feel, and it's unbelievable. I guess the chat is disabled, right?
No, it's working.
Yeah. There's my friend. That was my food in Disney Springs. I don't know what that was. It looks like noodles, but it did not taste like noodles. It tasted like, I don't know. It was very hot.
Is it really spicy or?
Yeah, it was like I had a couple bites and I went, can't eat no more.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of interesting food out there that you know, some of the spiciest food I've ever had is just like some Asian noodles that I'm just like, oh, this should be nothing, and they're like, it just burns your mouth.
Really hot.
It's not even enjoyable.
What I'm saying is, so Shanghai Disney has sold out its opening.
Mm-hmm. In 10 minutes, it sold out. In 10 minutes.
So, what are the details for their opening? Is it limited capacity? What are the restrictions? They got to have face masks.
So
yes.
So
doing, under 24,000 people. No word on how many. Like if it's 10,000 or 5,000, but the government told them 24,000 is okay, and they're going to open under that.
What's capacity?
They didn't announce it. I have no idea what the new capacity.
They don't know what the
normal capacity is.
Full capacity.
80,000.
They're at 1/4 capacity. So if it's 25, so I guess capacity is 100.
Like 100.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They have to wear face masks. They're
temperature check. Yeah, thank you. That's what I thought. It was around. It's 80K.
80,000.
Yeah. You know you're right. You're always right.
That's
the right answer.
Hand sanitizers. There was talk about them spraying you as you walk in, but I don't think that's true. The rides are doing every other row. You cannot sit together unless you are together. So like if the four of us went, we could all sit together. If you're a single rider, you're riding by yourself. Yeah. What else? Tickets sold out.
It's also like they're separated at lines, which is the thing that's going to drive me crazy. I think when the theme parks open, it's 6 to 8 feet distance from the next person. I think that's just going to be very difficult.
You're talking massive lines. But the other question I have is things like, you know, they pile you in the trams that go from parking lot.
They're not operational, walk only.
Okay, and then what about paying for stuff? You're taking either money out of your pocket, handing it someone your credit card. Or...
Yeah, it's no cash, and it's all
digital. So Wine Bar George and STK announced that too on their website. They're not taking cash, and it's going to be all non-interaction payments.
Right.
So like if you've ever been to Applebee's or Chili's, they have those little iPads on the desk where you can order. You don't even have to have a waitress really. You could just order. and they'll bring you the food. It's going to be that they're going to open with that kind of thing.
Talk about
And they're not. I did read they're not even handing out menus. They're going to make you look it up on your phone or something like that.
talk about initiating a cashless society.
Yeah.
That's a conversation for another channel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's Star Trek type stuff, man.
Yeah, that's a conversation for another.
Oh, the other thing Shanghai has to do that reminds me is they all have a barcode that says that they're healthy that you will have to scan.
That, or they said they're going to do the ear test.
Yeah.
The temperature check.
Yeah, the little scan.
All I'm saying is this.
Are you going to put something in my ear after it's been in somebody else's ear?
No, you don't touch it. It hovers like right here. But yeah.
No.
Yeah. Instead of doing the forehead, which is stupid, they do. You have to do an internal. So Americans have been doing this wrong this whole time. By the way, your forehead doesn't do nothing for you. You have to do the inner of your ear. So you scan it like right here. It doesn't touch it. But please go to Disney Springs with that on.
But think about this
is my drunk 3PO impression. This is.
I know. Think about we're excited the parks are opening, right? But then think about even if they only open to 20,000 people, the amount of time and headache it's going to be to not only get into the park, but to try to do park things when we're so used to, like when it's crowded, you bump into people all the time and all that stuff like that. But it's just going to be it's going to be completely different experience to where usually like I'm in the no bags line. I get in and I go, I take care of business. I don't want to talk to nobody. I want to get to where I'm going. I want to ride what I want to ride and go. But now it's like 6 feet. So the lines are going to be extremely long, even with the limited capacity. Taking your temperature and making sure everyone's got their mask on all the time is going to be a headache because people are going to get aggravated, right? People are going to get aggravated if you get into their bubble space. Not only that, every time the ride stops, what about rides like Spaceship Earth that doesn't stop? Like Peter Pan, like all those rides.
How are they going to sanitize the cars?
Lightyear, that's a continuous motion. Are they going to like just put 6 people in, stop, wipe it all down, then go, then stop? Like people movers, you know what I mean? Like they don't stop. Like how is that going to work? So it's all going to be
Haunted Mansion.
Haunted Mansion. Yeah, it's another one. It just continues.
We'll have to keep manually stopping it.
Yeah, I think I read that.
Or are they gonna set it up where it's like they'll put like Justin in, and then wipe the next one, and then put another one in, and then wipe the next one. So it's gonna be like spaced out where they have like 2 people spraying it down, put you in the one behind, let it go a little bit further, and that's still gonna make everything really, really slow, even if it's at 20,000 people in the park.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
I think they went to all the restaurants. Now Disney's famous for cramming every single inch inside their park restaurants, unless you go to like a really, really, really fancy one. But like
all the available.
Here's an inch. They're going to put a table and people there.
Yeah.
Well, ride like Haunted Mansion covers all that because in the beginning they cram you into like the elevator room. They pack you in real tight. So how are they going to keep those 6 feet distance?
So this is what happen. I'm telling you, this is my prediction. They're not going to have any of that.
No.
They're going to send people in, just going to walk all the way to the ride, and then you're going to sit like every other seat. That's what's
Haunted Mansion, they won't open.
Shellback says
I'm just telling you, like
the thing with Haunted Mansion though is you cannot just walk through it. That room you're in is an elevator.
No, yes, you can. You can walk through it because I've done it before.
You could come out.
Okay, so
that part can be broken, and you could just go straight through it to the other.
Only at Walt Disney World.
Not Disneyland.
Disneyland, it is a real elevator.
It's an actual elevator.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know that. I've never been.
So it's an actual elevator that you go down in.
At Walt Disney World, they make it. It actually.
California's going to be closed till 2021 anyway. So.
Yeah, Disney World, the ceiling actually goes up this way. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and they make the floor bump, so it feels like.
But I don't think, honestly, because Shanghai Disney is not opening any of their. Or the last I heard, they were not opening any of their indoor rides anyway. It's the outdoor rides only. So Big Thunder Mountain, all that stuff. So we'll see if they even open the indoor rides.
So the outdoor rides that they have are really different. Tron is considered an outdoor ride. They also have a canoe ride, which is almost impossible to get on. Like there's videos of people like that would spend all day in lines just to get on this canoe ride. Like you're in a long canoe and it goes around the whole, it's a really long ride. It goes around the whole park. It's on a track, but you get a canoe and it takes you through like these awesome little adventures. It's one of the highlights of Shanghai Disney. From what I hear, I didn't get a chance to ride it. So that's crazy about Disneyland. I didn't know it was a real elevator, but yeah.
Not very many.
I've been at Magic Kingdom when like right before the park closes. They don't even do that last part at the Haunted Mansion. They just open it up and you just walk in.
Because your guys' room, it's the ceiling actually goes up. So it's a reverse elevator. You guys don't move. The ceiling actually moves. Whereas at Disneyland, you move. You're going down. You go under. It's an underground ride.
You got to go down to go under the railroad tracks. I think that are.
Yeah, you go under the tracks, and then the ride picks you up. And so at the end, you go up the hill, the little escalator up the hill.
Yeah.
I'm freezing.
I did hear from an unnamed source who's got connections with Disney World. For all the Epcot fans, they think that's going to be the last park to open.
Which is so funny to me because, I mean, I know it's all under construction and that's why, but that's like the most outdoor park.
Which park?
Epcot. But think about it. The Food and Wine Festival. If you go during the Food and Wine Festival, it is just packed with people.
Well,
they could on top of each other.
Can I ask a quick question before you talk, Justin? And you're up. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Eat the Magic. I'm a subscriber to your channel. Are you going to be at Disney Springs when it opens? Let me know. Let me know. Maybe we can meet up, and I can say hello. So just let me know. Go ahead, Justin. Sorry to interrupt you.
Well, I mean, they could do what Cedar Point's doing and just canceling all the big events that happen and just have it run like a regular day, so there wouldn't be like any sort of festival that goes on. Because if you're gonna, and this is what Cedar Point has done, like it's supposed to be their 150th anniversary this year, but they're canceling all of those events and just pushing it to next year because they want to be able to do it right. They want to be able to have all the big spectacles. So if they open up, they're just gonna have it like a regular season, no festivities.
But
I think that's a way around it.
The attractions at Epcot, none of them are. Correct me if I'm wrong. None of them are outdoor. And they're all packed in.
Yeah.
Test track?
What about Living the Land?
Yeah, but think of that area, the waiting area. You're packed in that whole area right outside of Soarin'.
Yeah.
There's no distance available.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think they're going to it's just going to be different. Like, I think it's going to be open because right now Disney's losing. They're all losing gazillion. So my contact at Universal that Lee, that Tugs, Universal. I asked him about that, and he says, "Man, when you go to the park, it's gonna be a different experience from the moment you get there to the moment you leave." He's like, the way they're rebuilding and resetting and putting all these temporary walkways and all these things. He's like, it's just gonna be absolutely crazy. So he's just like, it's going to be hard to learn, so they're going to have people just saying, this is where you go. And they're just going to try to force people in a certain flow. Universal is kind of a big circle.
Right.
Force people in a certain flow is like, they're going to try to keep everything open, but they're just going to force people in a certain flow because they need to start making money.
Yeah.
Like they got to start making money. So,
will the attractions go to a time-based line similar to Rise of the Resistance, where you join a queue virtually and then you show up at the ride when your time is?
He said that they're building the 6 to 8 feet sections.
Oh,
They'll
wow.
have to.
Some of the rides, there actually might be a person with like a little line saying, "All right, go, stop."
Yeah.
All day. Go.
Yeah, like throughout the entire line, I could just see them. Somebody's literally going to get paid to put tape and measure 6 feet for each person to stand on the entire line, and it's going to be like,
but
something
then
like that.
You get the people that think this whole thing is a joke and they don't believe in it, and are they?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, there's going to be two types of people.
Right.
I'm healthy. I'm fine. Leave me alone. You invaded my 6 feet bubble. Get him out of the park.
Right.
my children are in danger or whatever.
Yep.
Even though you brought them there, but okay, whatever.
I'm just saying though, that's
the thing is too.
Listen, if you've been to theme parks long enough, people are there that are angry. I don't know why, but they're just mad at everything.
Yeah.
I didn't get enough popcorn in here. What's wrong with you? This soda's like it doesn't have enough fizz. I want to see the manager. Karen is everywhere.
I make the comment every time I go. You're at the happiest place on earth. Why aren't you happy?
Yeah,
because she's Karen. That's why.
Volcano Bay, Universal's Volcano Bay is all virtual ride lines. Universal could very easily switch that over to their main parks if they so choose to, because they've already
virtual queue.
Is Orlando the same? Or
Volcano Bay is Universal Studios water park.
It's their water park in Orlando.
Is there one in California too? No. Okay.
No, that's just the regular park.
In virtual queues for
this is exactly why.
That's the other point too. Yeah.
Yeah, they have a lot of
They got Ratatouille. They got to get Ratatouille done.
I mean, it is a good. It's unfortunate they're losing money. It is a good opportunity to get all this construction done that they've been planning and get ready for Walt Disney World's 50th,
which is when
next year.
Next year.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All I'm saying is that
2021.
Two things are going to happen. They're going to open all these guidelines. Everything's going to be great. Florida's going to be fine, and in a month, it'll slowly trickle back to normal without a problem. Number two, they're going to do these guidelines. 10 people will test positive, and then they're going to be like, we got to shut everything down again. It's one or two are going to happen. I'm just saying, like, there is no third option here, unless like the governors or whatever's like, well, we knew it was going to happen, so don't come. You know what I mean? Like, don't come if you think you're going to get. Now, are they going to say like this is the crazy thing too, is are they going to go, if you're over 55, you can't come. If you're under 5, you can't come.
It's discrimination.
Really?
How is that discrimination when they're doing that already? Like here at the grocery store, if you're 55 and older, you can only go to the grocery store from.
Give you special time slots to go.
But remember when Wonder Woman, they did that women's only screening or the man's only screening, whatever that was, when Wonder Woman came out?
That has nothing to do with that.
I'm just telling you,
this is about a pandemic where someone that age can get this and
but
not live to tell about it. Like
there got to be a disclaimer that it'll be at your own risk.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, there should be.
It's like going on the signs on rides. If you got back problems, don't get on this ride. You enter at your own risk. I mean.
Yeah, like that's why they say like if you're
protected class, you just can't do that. Disney will open themselves up for way more lawsuits if they do something like that.
No, like, because the state of Florida, they didn't do that. If you're a certain age, you are not allowed. Like here, our guidelines were if you're a certain age, you cannot leave the house. You can only leave the house this hour. The rest of the world can. Like that is what.
That's what people or.
Why are y'all shaking your head? No, I live here. That's what they did.
I'm not saying I'm not believing you. I'm just saying that's not.
Please don't say you all. I didn't shake my head.
You literally cannot do that. And they can't do that. I don't care what the governor said. If the police officer tried to arrest an old lady for being outside, all hell would have broken loose. Like that's
it's a nightmare it would be a nightmare for Disney World. And honestly, like who tells like someone who's like less than 5 years old, sorry, you can't go to Disney World? No, that's not gonna work. That won't work. They have to, as Lee was saying, there has to be a disclaimer.
But I would like to say this: we were on a Parks Hoppin live stream when I said, when Disney reopens, they're probably just gonna open to Florida residents, and every single person on the panel said I was stupid, that I was crazy, and that I didn't know what I was talking about. And guess what, Karen? They're doing what I said.
I was not on that panel.
I never called you stupid.
Me neither. I never said, you know what? Whatever.
Someone in the chat did.
It's your echo chamber, because I never said you were stupid. I said it wouldn't work.
It's all in your head, man. None of us.
Justin said I was stupid off camera. Y'all didn't hear him.
No, I did not. You liar.
All right, I was just trying to be. Someone in the chat said it. Someone in the chat said that would be stupid.
A little extra.
All right. Anyway.
Yeah, I said that. He said that would be stupid, not you're stupid.
I didn't know.
So
that.
but see, what they said don't go out, but what they did was they gave them a special.
I'll suck up to him. He's wrong, and he's being rude.
All right. Wait a minute. This is my adult son wasn't allowed in the grocery store yesterday because it was senior shopping time. That's right.
That's my point.
Stop yelling. Was I yelling? It's just my mic picked it up pretty loud. That's all.
You are being canceled now in the chat.
By one person.
By one person.
Look at that. Look at all the support.
You guys are rude.
Really?
No, I'm not.
Oh.
I never said that. You're putting words in my mouth.
I didn't say Tug said I was stupid.
You said every single person on the panel. I was on the panel.
I didn't think you were on the panel. All right, so I take back my statement, sort
How
of.
quickly they turn.
Sort of.
Now they're mad at me again. They're always mad at the one being right. That's all I have to say. Now we got to cancel Tugs and Justin in the chat. How you like that?
Both of us. Just get rid of the bottom half. Okay. All right, I see how it is.
I have nothing to cancel.
Not the channel to 1,000 subscribers or anything. It's fine.
Yeah.
Let's see. Krista said they're going to require health waivers. I don't see them going against HIPAA.
HIPAA? What's that?
I know HIPAA.
HIPAA.
Thank
Asking
you,
for your
Krista.
help.
Exactly.
I'm just telling you, it would not surprise me one bit if they said if you're over 55, stay away from the theme parks for the month of June or
They
the
can
month
say
of.
that, but they can't enforce it. Is my point. It's illegal to enforce it.
How is it illegal to enforce it when they're doing it now?
It's discrimination. You
I
don't
don't
see
all
it.
right, all I'm saying is, how is it illegal to enforce it when they're already doing it?
They're not enforcing it. You see old people in your neighborhood getting taken down in the middle of the street?
We just had someone in the chat say, my adult son was not allowed into the grocery store yesterday because it was senior shopping time. So is she being discriminated against?
Technically, yeah.
No, that's the law here. So you have to
Not a
follow the
law.
law. And under the state of emergencies in Florida, that's the stuff you have to follow. That's just how it is. That's how it is. I'm not promoting ageism. I'm just saying that's just how it is.
Disney
That's
will
how it
never.
is.
But the people have a right to go out, but they have to go out at a certain time. The time frame is being regulated, not the fact that they can't go out.
And
I'm not saying it isn't discrimination. I'm just telling you that if they come out and say that, what do you think is going to happen?
they're not. They cannot enforce that. They can say it all they want to. It's I'm not saying.
All right, we agree to disagree because I think you're wrong and you think I'm wrong. That's fine. We can agree to disagree. I'm just saying that I'm not an ageist. What are y'all saying? I'm just telling you.
I will say that if Disney tries to do something like that, whatever the case may be, they are going to be subjected to a major lawsuit.
They
will get a lot of backlash. A lot of backlash.
Somebody can sue regardless. They could still sue. It doesn't. I mean, maybe they'll have to go to court, but they could still sue.
They can say, we suggest that if you're in this risk, just like we suggest you guys wear a mask, or we suggest staying home, or we suggest that you enforcing it.
Okay, so why do we have age times in Florida right now?
We have them
here. The elderly people who wanted to go grocery shopping at 7 p.m. can sue Publix. That's ridiculous.
I mean,
no, they can only.
The governor of the state of Florida says this is the under state of emergency law we have to follow. And then you're going to tell me that a senior citizen can sue the government because they can't go to the grocery store at 7 p.m.
If you can look, I'm just saying, look, if you can sue McDonald's for dumping a hot cup of coffee on yourself,
you can't sue them anymore like that.
You can sue them for anything. I'm just saying.
It's all changed. And it's so if we're still under a state of emergency, which America will be, because some states we know ain't going to open, where our family lives, they're not going to be open till mid-June. They can't leave the house. I'm just saying. So how's it going to work if Florida says only Florida residents can go to the park?
I'm not
If
saying
someone
they'll
that-
win.
no, no,
I'm just
what I'm
saying,
saying is, how ridiculous is that going to be if someone from Georgia shows up and can't get into the park because he's not a Florida resident, that he sues for $1 million? That's stupid. That's not going to happen.
just
I'm
like
just
dumping a
telling
cup
you
of
that's
coffee
not
on
going
your
to
cup.
happen.
That doesn't
They
mean
may
they'll
not
win,
Under
but
a state of
Disney
emergency, when you're under a state of
probably won't.
emergency, the National Guard can come in and take over. Like, that's how it is.
Agreed.
I'm not
just
saying
think,
I agree with it. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that's the law. That's all I'm saying.
I just don't think Disney would want the bad publicity and probably just write a check. That's
I
all.
agree. But I'm just saying it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me if they said something like that, only because they're trying to say we're trying to keep people safe. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
So,
there you go.
but Dark Shadow, I get exactly what you're saying. I'm not saying I don't agree with you. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. Under the state of emergencies, it's different. It's just different. We're under a state of emergencies when hurricanes come. If you are in an evacuation zone, you have to leave. The police come and get you. You can't stay. Are you gonna sit there and go? You can't do that. There's a level 4 hurricane coming your way. You have to
They
leave.
ain't taking me. I don't care.
Yeah, what are you gonna
I'm
do?
staying right here.
People stay all the
taking
time.
You know what? How many
Come get me. Come at me, bro.
You know how many people have been taken from their homes because they wouldn't leave? How many of them have sued the government and won? 0. I'm just telling you. I don't
Sue?
understand the severity of what it means to be under a national emergency. I'm just saying. I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm just telling you that that's just how it is.
Man,
There are more old people here, Shellback, than there are young people. That's all I'm saying. There are more old people here than young people. Now look, now you got us all into intangible rights conversation on a theme park channel.
You started it.
Because I'm just telling you.
Only the president can sign something like that into law. Yes.
That's fine. Y'all challenge all you want. I'm just telling you.
I ain't saying anything.
Y'all can do whatever you want. It's fine. Y'all can complain and get on Twitter and be upset. But I'm just telling you, all of you, I guarantee you, if they say 55 and older can't come to the park for the first 2 weeks, you will not see a 55-year-old or older person at the park. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. And if you do, maybe they'll sneak them in. I don't know. What if you look like really bad? I don't know. That's the other thing. So now this opens up a
whole nother territory with that.
Yes, which is fake IDs for senior citizens so they can get into theme parks will be
Okay, this is ridiculous. They're gonna go to everyone who all the college kids go to.
I mean,
And they're like, wait, you want me to make
Food and Wine Festival? I'm just saying, a lot of old people.
Better
a
not
lot of young people too.
I'm gonna be peeved. I don't know why we're all talking about this anyway. We're just gonna shut down in October the first time somebody sneezes. So
It's gonna be like Braveheart. You could take our Mickey Mouse, but you can't take
Our freedom.
what? What?
Good attempt.
I
There
don't
it
know.
is right there. State governments retain what is known as police powers to protect the welfare and safety and health of their residents, in keeping with the 10th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution.
Wow,
Boom.
we're gonna do it. That's just opening it up to a can of worms, a huge can of worms. Not that
There's
Disney.
a cat.
I agree.
Not that Disney needs any more lawsuits against them as it is.
Sorry, drunk. Tugs is cuter. I side with her. Well, there's nothing I can do about that. There is absolutely nothing I could do about that. Maybe put my hat on. I don't know.
What's the cat's name?
That was Nightwing.
She named him after Batman people, or Batman themed.
Oh,
They are. I'm not saying they're even gonna do that. All I know, all I could go by is what's happening in Florida now with the seniors, and all I could go by is how they plan on doing this. The capacity thing is too. The other, like, as far as like getting into the parks too, if they're trying to limit capacity, I guess. Does that mean you got to make reservations to go?
Yeah. So Disneyland, Shanghai is doing their reservation, so it was for the one day only kind of thing. Disneyland has an annual pass right now that's like $600 for the year. But it's reservation based. So it's blackout dates for all holidays, and then any other day, if you have a green box, then you can check it off and say, hey, I'm going here. So Disneyland's been counting how many people are coming to their parks for about a year now. So they will have a better, but you go into the what dates you're looking at. If it's a green box, then you're good to go, and you can check those dates and say, you know, this family will be here. We have a family of 4, and you register every single person coming.
All right, I have a question then. So in the spirit of pausing our annual passes, if they're going to open up at limited capacity or put age restrictions on things, when does the clock start ticking again for my annual pass? How are they going to regulate that?
Yeah, I don't know. That's why I said on the last live stream, or that one live stream that Jay thinks we all hate him on, is that I think they're going to open annual passes in general at first. Or they're going to cancel everybody flat out and do what Shanghai Disney did, which is first come, first serve. Good luck.
Oh.
Which would be a mess. But
then, so what about the different variations of the annual pass? Like if you're a Florida resident, they've got like different tiers. They've got a gold, a silver, a platinum.
Yeah.
How are they going to regulate? And then you have Tables in Wonderland. If anybody's a member of that, how are they going to regulate those dates when they start back up?
Yeah, I don't know. That's all things they're going to have to look at, because I mean the Florida AP people are just not going to make them enough money. So if they do open to Florida residents, and that's the thing they're going to do, it's only going to have to be short term, because they just don't make the money from the locals as they do the people coming out of state. Because people coming out of state are also staying at hotels, they're renting cars, they're eating literally every meal at the parks or the hotels. They're doing this, whereas you guys that live there, most of you go there, ride a ride, and go home. Or bring your food or whatever, you know what I mean? So they're going to have to do that cost and figure that out, because if they want to do just Florida residents, fine, but you can't do it for the long term. You can't do it for months on end, because you're going to be right back where you started. You're not going to make any money. So
that is 100% correct.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's all I was saying.
I'm not even yelling at you to begin with. I just speak loud. Okay. Anyway, I yell at Justin. That's all. I owe him. I don't know what.
Yeah, I'm used to it.
I agree. Like, for someone like me and Lee that live down the street from Disney World, we're not going to really spend that much money. Parking's free with our annual pass, so we're not paying for that. The tickets to get in free. We could spend 2 hours and just go home.
Yep.
We don't have to eat there if we don't want to. Yeah, I mean, we don't have to spend any money there. Maybe we buy a drink. So we've spent $10, and they're trying to pay all the employees. So oh my gosh, we're not even fighting. Stop! I'm just not talker.
Fine, you guys are good.
You want me to fight? I will, Justin.
No, wait till the live stream ends. It's gonna be.
Let's not have our first fight on.
Jay's gonna yell at all of us. Don't ever speak to me that way again on a live stream.
How dare you?
We're good. Thanks, Steven. We love you too. But yeah, so I don't know how they're going to do it. If they do decide to do Florida residents, it can only be for a couple weeks, maybe as like a test group. You guys can be the guinea pigs to see how it all goes.
I agree completely. I think that goes for any park.
It does.
Area they just open.
Same thing with California when Disneyland opens.
We totally didn't time that correctly.
I didn't have any sunglasses. So what? It's just like you put your hand down, or we'll do it later.
It's just like Celebrity Square. It's just like, well, that's the other thing is, I just when I sit and think about how crazy it's going to be without even the transportation aspect, I thought Magic Kingdom would be the one that they wouldn't open because of the transportation aspect of getting on the ferry, and getting on the monorail. And so how is that going to work? They're only going to allow 10 people on a ferry at once,
maybe. And
then you all know how the monorail works. Sit and you what is it, like 4 people? How long is that going to take to get to the Magic Kingdom?
Right. But you also have, whenever they open back up the resorts, right? People are accustomed to parking and using Disney transportation to get around. So, and right now it's, I would guess the most common form of transportation from the resorts is by bus.
That's so true, Tina.
Thank God I'm not going to be on Twitter for a while because everyone's going to send me messages. How dare you yell at Tugs? How dare?
No.
They've already got pixelated Justin all over Twitter, and it's just
already, man.
hey, man, when it comes to my live streams, these people are quick, bro. Like they're quick. So that's another thing that I feel will deter people from even coming if they open it up to non-Florida residents. Why would people want to bring their families?
Yeah, that's exactly.
Because you're gonna have to walk 7 miles to get all the way around the Grand Floridian to get to Magic Kingdom, and then get there.
The only hotel that's really, really close is like if you're staying at like the Boardwalk, you can walk to Epcot and Hollywood Studios. It's not too bad. Or if you're staying at Contemporary, it's literally right in front of Magic Kingdom. There's that little cute walkway that you can do. But other than that, it's miles. So the only other thing I could think of that they could do is their minivans as transportation. And that way it's an individual driver to sanitize. But I don't know how they would do that pay wise because it's expensive. I don't know.
But even at Magic Kingdom though, that just takes you to the ticket area, right? You still have to do a monorail or boat to the actual park.
To the ticket area?
You could actually, if you're at a hotel, you could take the bus and you don't have to take the monorail or ferry to the park.
No, yeah, the bus drops you off right there and
it drops you off. It bypasses that.
I think the minivans drop off in that same area.
They don't put you at the ticket area to where you have to take the ferry boat?
But you have to scan your ticket before you get on the bus to the Magic Kingdom. Or at least show that you have one.
Which you would have anyway, because this is all probably going to be reservation based.
Remember when you leave the Magic Kingdom, you can go to the monorail, the ferry, and then the buses. So the buses are there.
Yeah.
So when we took the bus from Animal Kingdom to Magic Kingdom, it bypassed all that.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, the buses drop you off right in front, and you can go to the
connecting buses. I don't know.
Go straight.
So Justin, before we go, what's the word? Like Cedar Point and all them, are they what's open this summer, or they haven't said anything?
They were supposed
to. They haven't said anything much about reopening, like what the actual date is going to be. I'm going to guess it's going to be probably in July, I'm guessing, based on what they're saying, because they have the luxury of not having to already have been open, and they don't have anybody that probably has, COVID or anything in any of their parks because no one was even there. So there's that. They're clean there. So what they're doing is all of the special celebrations, especially Cedar Point's 150th anniversary. There's all these big parades. There's all these shows that are going on. And so they're just pushing it back till next year. And they're also, anybody who has a season pass for 2020 will also, it'll also be extended to next year as well. And in terms of
period, they are going to open.
They were supposed to open today. Today was opening day. I just saw it this morning, but they're not.
They're waiting another. I guess they're going to have another update because they haven't specified a date. So, I mean, my guess is they're just going to have just regular days and just kind of like do whatever they need to do social distancing wise with the lines and just go from there. They don't have any continuous rides that just keep going, so they can all wipe down the seats. It's just going to take longer. Same kind of regulations as you would see at Disneyland if they're or Disney World when they're reopening.
Yeah.
So
question for the panel, and I don't know. All I know is I think California is going to be shut down forever because of the leadership.
Not in California, to be honest with you. Houston is having a fit out there. So
yeah. Do you think things will remotely be back to even like new normal in Disney World by everyone? That's the big question. Everyone.
What is the new
Halloween
normal?
To be wide open, man.
Yeah, but that's an interesting point because Halloween Horror Nights at Universal, I mean, you know how those mazes go. You are on top of each other.
I don't think they'll do it.
The lines too. I mean, the lines you're packed.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's very
easier to navigate. So I think I could see them doing the Halloween parties at Disney, the Mickey ones, because they're not. I mean, they're crowded, but you can regulate that really easily. You just cut back the capacity. I honestly don't know. Honestly, it's going to depend on what happens, because flu season starts about that time in general. So people are going to that weren't sick are going to get sick. People are going to panic. It's just going to be. If we don't shut down again, I'll be surprised, to be honest.
I don't want to go through any of those mazes, those horror mazes, without somebody getting a little close to you.
Yeah, that would be like non-scary. Be like, hey,
just be. Someone just like, I'm like,
I don't know.
Whatever.
I honestly don't know.
Drunk 3P Ho says, "No way I go back to school in the fall. I go to college in the Bay Area." Look at that avatar.
So that's interesting too, because, and I don't know how many colleges or who is in college other than Drunk 3PO in the chat and 3PO in the chat, but our colleges out here in Nevada were flat out like, we are opening on time for the fall semester and we are doing in-person classes, so suck it. So I don't know about everybody else's colleges, but Nevada will be open for theirs. So I don't know. We'll see.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, we'll see. Honestly, I hope this all blows over by July and everybody realizes that maybe we smidgely overreacted a smidge, and we leave the hand sanitizers up everywhere, which I think we should have been doing anyway, and we go back to normal and it'll be fine. But
you know what's
wash your hands after you pee.
Yeah, people. Oh, women especially. I see y'all in the bathroom. Ew. Y'all are gross. Women are gross.
I mean,
yes. You have to turn his camera off.
You know what's gonna happen, right?
What?
So
I just want to activate my
I'll be down in Orlando at the end of May, and like the parks will kind of open. Hopefully we'll be able to all get in. And if not, I'm just gonna be texting her pictures like, "Hey, I'm here. Sorry, you're at the hotel." Anyway, he's like,
"Hey, Kristen knows what I'm talking about."
Anyway, we're gonna be at the park, and all of a sudden, you're just gonna hear off into the everyone's gonna be. It's gonna be like a new toy. Everyone's gonna be like, "All right, where do I go?"
Somebody's gonna go.
And then you're gonna hear, "That's you," and everyone's gonna be like, "Yeah."
That should be the Halloween Horror Nights.
Yes.
Run from the sneezers in the car.
It was just coffee in their hands. Nice to meet you. Like, no.
You mean you gotta walk through people and one random will just start to cough, so like you don't know which one it is.
That one random person will be Jay.
Oh my god!
Imagine if you take your drink in there and it goes down the wrong pipe. Like everyone's like freaking out, like like it's okay.
I missed that. They don't do that anymore.
Because they got abused.
Yeah, it was fun.
They stood up. Andy's coming. Fall back down. Oh, all right, kid. I've had enough.
Did they really do that all the time?
Oh, it was the best.
Yeah, once it got out, apparently, everybody was saying it.
Was somebody, some blogger somewhere, some Disney.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be sad too. Like we're not gonna even see like characters anymore. What's Galaxy's Edge gonna do? They probably won't even open it.
Galaxy's Edge might be pleasant. There won't be anybody there, so the rides won't be long, and Creepy Ray won't be walking around trying to push.
I don't think they're even gonna open. Like they might even have that section closed off.
Yeah, there's really not. I mean,
no way you're right. I agree with you guys. There's no way under these guidelines they could do Ride of the Resistance. There's no way. Half the ride is
Smuggler's Run, maybe.
Yeah, you could do that. There's only 6 people in there. They could wipe it off, and it's like pretty far apart to begin with. So
Smuggler's Run could.
All I'm saying is there's one part of the ride where you're in jail with everybody, and if you're in jail and someone's like, "Shoo!"
You would have to.
Everyone would be like, "Get me the freak off this ride!"
Yeah, right.
Everyone's pushing each other.
You can't go nowhere because you get taken to jail and the door closes, and then like up above, Kylo Ren's talking to you, so there's nowhere to go.
What they could do,
there's an emergency exit somewhere. I just haven't seen it, but they have.
What they could do for Rise though is if it's like that, then they could take parties only. Like, oh, you four are together, okay, you can go on the ride. Oh, you six are together, okay, you can go on the ride.
When you guys finally ride the ride, and I hope you ride it soon or whenever, you will understand what I'm like. You'll get a better bird's eye picture of like, yeah, they can't do this because it takes multiple staff that are actors and actresses to make that ride work, like multiple. And then the ride would be so stupid if you just walked into the ride part and that's all you did. Like
people had a hard enough time people had a hard enough time getting their spot in line now.
Yeah.
I mean, before this stuff happened. And so how's that going to affect it after?
I don't know, man. It's just it's I don't know.
I'll admit it. I haven't even been on the ride.
It might just be like you got a family or a party of 4 or 5, then we'll just man, it's just like that means like 30 people will ride it in one day. Like
but I'm like, look, I live here, go to the parks all the time, try to get on. I still haven't been on it before I close.
Well, now might be your chance, Lee.
Right.
Or it might. Yeah, you're right. It's
with family.
That
might be the way I mean, I don't know, but I mean, it's possible.
Hi, how are you?
Ooh, just nice got a fan base in here. Wow.
Woo! What's up?
Oh, Ahsoka. Yeah.
Do they like Justin or pixelated Justin?
Oh, probably pixelated Justin.
There's nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, I know. I like pixelated Justin. He's a part of me too.
Hopefully in 10 days, we'll be live streaming from Disney Springs, possibly.
I'm so happy for you guys. That's
and another 10 after that. So we'll keep it up.
Another 10 days after that, you get to see me at the parks. Well, at Disney Springs.
Wait, what is that?
What?
I haven't even seen Lee. Like, we live close to each other. I've only seen him once, like in like 3 months, and that was to play golf. And we played 9 holes. And like the next day, I felt like I ran a marathon. It was awful. I was like, my legs, everything hurts. What the freak? We're used to playing like 18 in the middle of July, 110 degrees. And then like going out to eat, then going to a theme park afterwards. Like we were like, that's what we used to do. We used to play golf in the morning, get something to eat. We go into the bath. We like wash up, get our theme park clothes on, go to a theme park for a few hours, walk around that, watch some fireworks, with all our friends, then go eat some more, then go home and wake up and go to work the next day. And like we did 9 holes.
And my back was making noises I've never heard before.
You bring up a very valid thing because you've still been kind of active at home, working out and stuff, and you feel that way. Can you imagine all these people that have not left the house, period, end of story, have not been working out? I bet they're miserable right now. First time you get people at the park or going out for a run or whatever, they're all just going to...
We're all going to be doing the penguin walk.
Yeah.
Painkillers are going to make a fortune, man. People start walking again.
Six Flags locations.
I don't even have to leave the house, brother. I don't even have to leave the house.
Borg's one.
What's that?
Six Flags locations are supposed to be opening first? Question mark? I have no idea.
I don't think so.
Like, you mean first before everybody else, or on the first?
Or on the first. On the first would make sense because that's
the only parks that we know that are possibly opening on the first are the ones in Florida. That's the only one in America that we know of. And that's not even all the theme parks in Florida. And a lot of it, like Tug said, is a lot of things like Tug says is it's like guinea pigs. I am excited. Come on. My problem is I don't want her to come down here and not be able to do anything. Like, that's the problem.
There'll be stuff for me to do.
Like that. Well, it might be stuff I don't want to do. Like, that's all
I'm excited to meet Tugs. I've never met Tugs, so I'm excited to meet.
Yeah. See, he's going to come with me to Wine Bar George.
I said I wasn't. So anyway.
You didn't have that freaking Wine Bar George.
I didn't have bad luck. I'd have no luck at all. No. So it's just.
I'm excited to see you guys too. I'm excited.
Yeah, it'll. mean, I want to go inside a park. We'll see. We'll see.
I hope they're open. I hope so. I hope you can. That'd be awesome.
That's the problem with working out at home. You get bored of doing it.
Hate it. It's not the same.
It's not about if you want to do it drunk. It's about spending time with the people you love. I mean, all right, want to get Hallmarky. Yeah. Is SeaWorld have any updates yet?
Yes.
Same thing. Go ahead.
So they don't have any dates or anything, but they actually ironically might open up first.
Yeah.
Because they threw out some numbers, and I have to find the tweet again, but SeaWorld threw out some numbers and was like, we never run at full capacity anyway, ever, which most theme parks do, but they don't even run at half capacity 99% of the time. So
That's
if
just admitting that they're struggling.
Because
Sorry.
yeah, but they don't run it on their busy day. They may reach half capacity. So SeaWorld actually is feeling very optimistic about reopening, and I find it kind of funny that they may, the way that their CEO was talking, they may be the first to open. Weirdly enough, so they haven't given us a date or anything, but they gave us numbers the other day and was like, we're losing a lot of money, but we're confident because we don't have the crazy crowds that Disney and Universal do, so we can better manage it and this and that and the other. And I was like, okay.
They say that now.
Yeah,
but
only one open.
Yeah, then everyone, it's going to be the first time.
I love SeaWorld. I'll go to SeaWorld. Shoot.
I've never been to
see those animals in those small little kiddie pools.
No, they redid all their things. They redid all the tanks. They look really good.
I just remember there was a SeaWorld in Cleveland. I was like, how does that work? That's just...
Oh, his profile picture. Go back.
Oh, what's that?
Look at his avatar. Oh my gosh.
Is that Ryan as like a baby Ryan? Like with the little cars? That's amazing.
I think those are chicken nuggets.
Thank God for our lack of attendance.
No,
basically.
Yeah.
And look, SeaWorld, it's so funny when you're driving to Universal, you see SeaWorld on the right. You're kind of like, there's SeaWorld, everyone.
Keep on going.
I'm the only one who likes SeaWorld. I love SeaWorld.
No, I like it, but it's like if you're gonna spend money, there's too big. The two bigs are which is Disney and Universal is where most people go.
Yeah.
I have no problems with SeaWorld. I've been there before, but they don't have a lot of rides. They have a lot of shows, and then if you buy food to feed the sea lions, that crap that they give you to feed the sea lions stinks on your hand no matter how many times you wash it for like 3 days. So it's awful. It's all. The first time I did it, I'm like, oh, I want to feed them. Throwing it, and then you're like, golly. When you try to eat a sandwich, you smell it. And you're like scrubbing, you smell it. It just doesn't go away. I'm like, yeah, that's not good.
Thanks for the note. I'll bring my gloves.
Yeah,
to do that.
I heard the park is struggling. A lot of stuff is run down. I had some family down months ago. They went there, and it was like, it really needs some help.
The only cool thing is the best time to go to SeaWorld is in January because when you buy a ticket, it's good for the rest of the year. So if you buy, like for us that live here, if we were to go in January, the ticket's good till December, till the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but only if you buy it in January.
No, I mean if you buy it in November, it's good till the end of the year.
Yeah, it's calendar year based. Yeah.
Oh,
what I mean, it's like a season pass. What I'm saying. You buy one ticket once. You can go back as much as you want during the year.
Really?
Huh?
Yeah.
You buy one day pass and we'll honor it for
They don't have a 1 day pass. It's a ticket that's good
Just a
for
ticket.
2020. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Unless that's a specialty ticket. It might be. I haven't been, but I'm just saying like that's how it was. So a lot of people would go in January locally because they're like, yeah, the ticket's good for 12 months. Or if you buy it in June, it's good for 6 months. Or if you buy it in November. And I think also they also have a double ticket where it's like an annual pass good for Busch Gardens and SeaWorld together.
Yeah.
So someone said that's not how it works in California.
No.
We're not.
SeaWorld? No, probably not.
Krista's saying SeaWorld doesn't have problems at all. Is that
When I went this past December, They're struggling with the bad PR from years ago. The whole
Yeah.
That documentary that came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that woman got killed by the killer whale, by Shamu or someone.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty terrible.
Hershey
But
Park's the same way. You can buy a ticket and you can use it anytime that year the park is open.
no, that's
Really?
not how it works. You can't go back like with the 1 day pass.
No, but you can buy it and you don't have to use it right then and there. I think.
Okay, well then that works.
Maybe that's what he's saying. I don't know.
I thought that's what Jay was saying about SeaWorld, but
No, SeaWorld is on. I'm trying to figure it out.
that's bizarre. I don't believe you. I don't believe you, Jay. You're crazy. Crazy.
Couple more.
I don't know.
Crazy.
Thank you.
Crazy
Now, all
and
three of them
insane?
have said it.
Crazy?
Now someone look it up.
Look
I know
what-
everyone in the chat's looking it up. Everyone's looking it up.
Oh, I'm on SeaWorld's website right now. I want to go to SeaWorld now.
Ah,
Oh.
Bingo.
I
Ah.
was right again.
It is a Florida resident special.
I was
but it's
right
not for everyone.
again.
It's not for everyone though.
Well, here's the thing. I live in Florida. I don't know what you common folk people have to buy. So I don't know how that works. Yes, you did. You heard it from everyone.
Yeah.
Do I need to get like a Florida
Yeah.
ID? Damn it.
You know what?
Florida
I tried.
ID. Okay, so I will say this, and then we'll close. We're going to go for 2 hours, so we got 5 minutes left. Lee used to not live in Florida, but he had an annual pass. Now he lives in Florida, had an annual pass. Is the cost tremendously different?
Yes.
It's huge. It's huge.
So it's better to live in Florida?
Yeah. But Justin,
So here's the thing about that. So when you're out of state, you have to pay an out-of-state annual pass fee, and it's a one-stop shop. You got to pay it in full, and then you're done, and it's good for a year once activated.
$1,200.
And if you're a Florida resident, you have a bunch of options. You've got different tiers. You can have an annual pass where you can only go in the middle of the week, and you're not allowed to, or you're blacked out on the weekends. You have one where you can go any day you want. I mean, they got different options. Also, you can put a down payment and make monthly payments for your annual pass.
But only if you're a resident. That's the same with California. California's the same way.
Right, because
Oh.
a cast member told me that because the park is located in Florida, they are bound and can use the contract laws within the state of Florida. They're not going to give all the other states an option. So, common folk.
But
Sorry.
I looked into getting a Florida state ID, like having my driver's license here and then a Florida state ID, because some states you can do that. You can have dual. Florida does not allow that
They do not.
for obvious reasons.
You can get a Florida concealed carry permit though if you want.
Yes, I can. But when my mom lived in West Palm Beach, I used her address for my credit card, and I just used that as proof for an annual pass.
So we're hoping to be back every Saturday at 3. Which we will follow the Gaming with Geeks podcast for a little while. Then we're definitely going to have a set podcast day where we will have a designated live stream just for the podcast that goes on the Geeks and Gamers podcast site, which will be available on iTunes and everywhere else. We will have a dedicated day just for that podcast. We will label it podcast, Park Hoppin' Podcast Stream, where we'll keep the conversation for about an hour. Random live streams will come up depending on breaking news, different things like that. I will also be live streaming from the parks itself as much as I can when I'm at the parks for about an hour. Those could be random. I plan on live streaming when I go to Disney Springs, and that's usually on my cell phone. Which
On the 20th.
Yeah, on the 20th.
Yeah.
We will have a designated podcast with topics. This topic
Rubbing it in.
Shanghai, and then the conversation at theme parks just goes wherever. I do want to have a topic on Galaxy's Edge. We want to talk about Toy Story Land. We want to have dedicated things, different things like that. And what I want to do when we finally start the podcast, which probably will be next week after speaking with Jeremy, we'll make sure we divide that hour up into some key things such as how to save money, some secret things you might not know, a little section of the park of what you can get, what kind of food you can get, what do you expect from the rides, etc. We plan on doing that once a week. Whether I'm here or not, we will have a dedicated panel that will go through different parts of Disney, Universal, Legoland, different things like that. For instance, I could say Legoland, here's the secret. You can park here and take the bus over. It'll save you $20, blah, blah, blah. If you go to Legoland, make sure you buy the apple fries. It is worth every single penny, even if they charge $10 more. Please get that while you're there. Make sure you ride this. Don't ride that. This will break your back, blah, blah, blah. And so we're going to do that with different sections of the parks and stuff all over, from Cedar Point all the way down to every kind of theme park. So be looking forward to that. We're trying to kick that off next. I believe Jeremy wants us to start next week. Again, that's just a dedicated hour. We will have an outline in the description where it'll be like 10 minutes on this, 20 minutes on this, 10 minutes on this, and then we're done. And that will be available on the podcast format for Geeks and Gamers.
Cool.
So I hope that answers your questions. Wait.
Sounds like fun.
Oh, do I know? I think I know who you are now.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
That would be cool.
I
I'd be
gotta.
down.
I know who you are now too.
Yep. You gotta get me those totals, Jay, so we can. Anyway.
Did a certain somebody tell you that we wanted the bunnies on the Mickey ears? Not a geek or gamer.
Somebody must have. Yeah. We were just talking
Yeah.
about.
Tell you that that's what we were looking for. Just say yes or no, and then I'll know exactly who I'm talking to.
Yep.
And we'll go from there. Because that's what I told.
Yeah, it does.
That explains the avatar completely. I had asked him if I could get like the Park Hoppin logo bunny on the Mickey ears. That would be fantastic.
That would be awesome.
Boom, baby. Yes. All right.
Yay!
Woo.
Lee, did you see Shellback's comment?
I did
How do you
not.
know about the onesie? What are you talking about?
Scroll up just a smidge.
It's
There you go.
cool and possibly more handsome than Drunk.
Yes,
You guys heard it here first.
that made my day. Stick it, Jay. Get out of here.
You rhymed.
How about no?
I mean, anytime Shellback says anything, it's like,
Hold up.
so it's like that's just how it is. All right. Anyway, that's it. That's gonna end our 2 hours. All right. So now you know what you got. Now I don't have to message you, so we know what's going on. I've been waiting. I've been waiting for that clip. We are a curse-free channel, so I can't play the Ray thing. So
No.
we'll keep it at that.
Can you edit it to cut that part out?
Wait, you want to be on the stream with us? Is that what you're saying? Send me a DM text and we'll work something out. We'll go from there.
Talk about the ears. If you want a
Let
different
me know if you want another character for
Yeah.
a stream.
like if you're going to Galaxy's Edge and you want a Star Wars character or something.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
I
a little.
want the, Park Hoppin, man. That's what's up.
I want Park Hoppin ears.
Yeah,
Okay.
Park Hoppin is what's up.
I
So
love that.
that'd be good to go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, the Park Hoppin would be awesome. So let me know what you need from us. And we'll
Yeah.
go from there. I'll
That'd be
Anyway.
official merch right there.
Oh,
You can have like the
amazing.
you can have the 3PO hat with the bunny ears.
Oh wow.
We can put holes in it and put bunny ears in it and then put the green band around it.
Yeah, it looks like those could be pretty good sunglasses.
Anyway,
With
taking this
with the bunny
conversation
eyes
too
right
far.
there. That'd be pretty cool.
I just want the rabbit with my hat on and the ears on Mickey ears. It'd be freaking awesome. And say
Oh, over the
little park hopping. You
Yeah.
want Mickey ears. Boom.
You can get Mickey ears too.
That's
You have
what I'm saying.
Different selection of merchandise that you
I'm
can choose
so
from.
I bet people would pay like top dollar for a set of a park hopping Mickey
Oh,
ears.
yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
I would
Oh yeah.
That's all I'm saying. That'd be pretty awesome. Anyway, thank you all so much for being here. We're going to end the stream. Thank you, Tugs, for being here. Thank you, Lee. Thank you, Justin. Great discussion. Again, we'll be back as soon as possible. And look for us on Park Hopping. We'll catch you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.